Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Zeno's Wisdom Have. You ever wondered why certain intimate positions resonate so deep? Play with mature women, creating a sense of connection and pleasure that goes far beyond the physical. It's something Mosman over 50 never really get taught. We think, if she responds to our touch, if she smiles, or whispers that felt good, then we're doing everything right. But sometimes something still feels like it's missing. That's because for a woman was lived through life's ups and downs, woes, learned to guard her heart, while still crave connection. Intimacy is no longer just about the act, it's about how safe she feels in the moment, how seen, how emotionally close. If you've been searching for ways to make intimacy a deeply fulfilling experience, not just for her, but for both of you, then this video is for you, because today, we're going to explore 5 powerful positions that go beyond physical pleasure. These positions are emotional bridges, designed to build trust, comfort, and connection at a stage of life when those things matter more than ever. You'll learn how to help her feel truly seen, appreciated, and cherished, not just desired. We'll break down not only how to approach these moments, but why they matter so much to her, and how they can turn every intimate experience into a journey of self-discovery, mutual appreciation, and emotional intimacy that truly stands the test of time. So stay with me until the end, because what you'll discover could change the way she looks at you forever. And if you're already feeling curious, let me know in the comments. Comment "Oh Nef, this resonates." Comment 0 if it doesn't. Either way, your feedback helps me keep these videos real, relatable, and made just for you. Secret 1. She wants lead sometimes, but only if she trusts to the outside world. She might look composed, independent, even fierce, but inside, a mature woman holds something sacred, a longing to feel powerful and protected, feminine and free, all at the Secret 1. Letting her lead. Why? It's not about control, but emotional trust sometime. And sometimes that expression begins with her taking the lead. When a woman initiates intimacy, when she sets the pace, climbs on top, or chooses how the moment unfolds, she's not taking control in the way most men assume. She's something deeply personal that feels safe enough to explore. What really wants this is where the chair position becomes more than just a physical pose. It becomes a symbol. It says, I trust you to hold the space while I take the lead. She's above you, her eyes locked with yours, chest forward, moving to her own rhythm. But the real power of this moment isn't about who's on top, it's about the emotional dynamic underneath. Diane, 54, told me something fit stuck. When I'm in that position, I feel free, not because I'm in charge, but because I don't feel judged. I feel like I can finally express myself without worrying how I look or what he's thinking. I feel held without being held down. What most men over 50 don't realize is that allowing her to lead, even briefly, doesn't make you less of a man. In fact, your stillness, your attention, your confidence in letting her explore, that's what makes you more masculine. In her eyes, it shows her that you're not threatened by her power, that you can hold space without needing control, that you're grounded enough to let her feel uninhibited. And here's what often happens. Next, once she feels safe enough to lead, she naturally wants to surrender. She gives more, opens more, because she's not reacting, she's responding. Letting her lead isn't about giving up power. It's about giving her permission to feel powerful, and that unlocks something in her most men never reach. So next time she guides the moment, and pull back, stay grounded, look into her eyes, let her know she's safe. Because when she feels free to lead, she'll surprise you with how deeply she chooses to follow. Secret to slow touch unlocks your confidence. Side by side connection. B. The time a woman reaches her 50s, not just carrying memories, she's carrying expectations. For years, she may have been rushed through moments that were supposed to feel special, pressured to look a certain way, expected to respond a certain way, and through it all. Secret 2. The power of slowness. How side-by-side touch awakens her confidence. She learned to quiet her own desires, to match what others expected of her, but now she wants something else. She wants slowness, not hesitation, but intentional passiveness, but presence. She wants to feel that she can be in the moment with you, without being pushed through ethos. What makes the side-by-side position so powerful? It's not flashy. It's not about acrobatics or wild chemistry. It's about emotional creation. You're lying next to each other, facing or holding skin to skin, breath to breath, and in that gentle rhythm, something shifts. Angela, 58, once told me something simple but powerful. When he just lies next to me and touches me arm, slowly, not rushing, not expecting it, makes me feel beautiful, not because of how I look, but because of how I'm being treated. That's the kind of intimacy mature women long for. I swear, they don't have to perform, pretend, or prove anything in that position. She isn't waiting to be seduced, she's waiting to feel safe enough to respond at your stillness, your calm, your pitonius. They tell her she's okay, just as she is, and that quiet message lived without words is what awakens her confidence from within when she feels seen, not scanned, held, not handled. Her body and spirit both begin to and you'll notice it, the way she breathes deeper, the way her eyes linger longer, the way her whole body says, I'm home. That's not something you get from moves or techniques. That's what comes when you slow down enough to meet her where she is and stay. Secret 3. She needs emotional reassurance without words. The deep gaze. When was the last time you truly looked into her eyes without checking your phone, without thinking ahead, without saying a word, just being still, just being present? For most people, real eye contact is rare, but for mature women it's everything at this stage in life. Women don't just want to be touched, they want to be seen there. Not looking for flashy moves or the kind of intensity you'd see in movies. They're looking for someone who's emotionally present, someone who says with their eyes, I'm her, I see you, I feel you. That's what deep gaze is all about. In fact, Secret 3. The deep gaze, emotional reassurance. Without saying a word, psychologist Arthur Aaron ran where two complete strangers sat across from each other and maintained eye contact for 4 uninterrupted minutes. No words, just connection. Many of them reported feeling bonded afterwards. Some even fell in love. So imagine the power of doing that with a woman who already trusts you, already cares for you, and just wants to feel closer when you hold her. Gay, not in a challenging way but with calm attention. You give her something rare. You tell her she doesn't need to perform, that you're not waiting for her to be more or different. That is enough right now, as she is. Michelle 60 once told me. It wasn't the way he touched me that made me melt. It was the way he looked at me, like it mattered, like I wasn't invisible. And that's what this moment offers you. Don't have to say the perfect thing, you just need to stay with her eyes open, heart open, completely present. That's when oxytocin begins to flow. That's when she breathes deeper. That's when she starts to open, not just physically but emotionally. Try it. Next time, soften your eyes, match her breath, and stay. Let your gaze say everything your words can't, because when she feels seen, she feels safe, and when she feels safe, she becomes a version of herself she's been waiting to show you. Secret 4. She's fragile, she's wise. The Athena spiral in youth passion often comes with a rush, a sense of urgency, the heat of the moment. But as we grow older, something shifts. Passion doesn't burn out, it evolves. It becomes quieter, deeper, wiser thoughts. Where the Athena spiral comes in, these position isn't about power or speed, it's about flow, a shared rhythm that rises and falls, not in straight lines but in circles, like a tide pulling you back deeper each time it returns. You lie behind her, curled close, your body curved around hers like a question seeking an answer, or a prayer wrapped in breath. The motion is soft, circular, and first, it's less about destination and more about exploration. To a mature woman, this is where real intimacy begins. She's Secret 4. The Athena spiral. Why she craves rhythm over rush, not looking to be flipped, twisted, or pinned. She's not trying to keep up with Anyan. What she wants is to be exactly where she is, in her breath, in her stillness, in her wisdom. And when you slow down enough to match her energy instead of rushing through it, she feels it. She may not say it out loud, but her body will. The way she exhales, the way she leans into you, the way her skin warms under your hands, that's her saying, thank you for seeing me. This kind-off movement tells her, I know your beauty isn't just in your body, it's in your experience, in your presence, in your knowing. It's not about being slow for performance, it's about giving her space to trust, space to remember that she's not just wanted, she's honored. Because passion, at this stage in life, trying to sprint, it's a spiral, one that circles back into memory, into meaning, and into moments that last. So don't rush rhythm, don't try to drive the momentum, move with her, let the dance unfold. When you let her wisdom guide the pace, what you create together isn't just satisfying, it's sacred. Secret 5. She's waiting to feel safe enough to surrender. The open flower. Many women over 50 find it hard to fully surrender, not because they've lost interest in intimacy, and not because they no longer desire connection, but because life has taught them, sometimes the hard way, to protect their hearts. They've loved and been let down. They've been touched without being seen. They've been close to Azimian, yet felt completely alone. So if she seems hesitant, distant, or guarded, it's not because she doesn't want you, it's because she's scanning the moment, something she can't always name: safety. And when that safety is finally felt, when she feels held emotionally, not just physically, that's when she begins to open. This is the open flower. It's Nota position. It's a moment of surrender. She lies back, her arms gently resting, her body unwound, her breathing deeper, and without saying a word, her energy whispers, I trust you. But here's what matters. She doesn't open because Yahwester too. She opens because you've created the conditions that allow her to free enough to stop guarding herself. That means presence, not pressure. Secret 5. The open flower. How safety unlocks her full surrender. Curiosity, not expectation. Stillness, not strategy. Your role here is sacred. You're innate, there to get something. From here you're there to receive what she chooses to give on her terms. And when you doth it, when you show her with your tenure, timing, your touch, that she's not just a body but a soul worth honoring, softens her defenses, drop her warmth, and what she offers you in thoughtment. It is not just physical closeness, it's emotional trust, built in silence, sealed with breath. Susan 62 once said, I can't give myself to a man who only touches my body, but if he touches my spirit, then I'll give him everything. Fits the heart of the open flower. It's not about unlocking her with the right move, it's about showing her she doesn't need to keep the door closed anymore. And when she feels safe, she doesn't just let go, she lets you in. These 5 secret bedroom tricks, they're not quick fixes, they're not about trying harder or doing more, they're emotional invitations, quiet doorways into a woman's inner world, her fears, her longings, her hopes, and, yes, her hidden waiting heat. Each of these truths reflects something to birth and desire. They reveal what it means for a mature woman to truly trust, to feel safe, to open fully, not just her body, but her heart. And if you're a man over 50, here's what you need to know. Our presence will always mean more than your ability to slow down, to notice her, to stay with her when things aren't perfect. That's what speaks loudest. She doesn't need perfection. She needs to feel like she's enough. Exactly. She is. When she's with you, she needs to know you're not just touching her, you're seeing her, hearing her, holding her with your energy, not just your hands. So here's what I'd like you to try. Leather guide the rhythm. Sometimes be still, breathe together, look into her eyes, like she's not just your lover, but your story. And when she feels Yao showing up like that, without pressure or performance, something will shift. She'll soften, she open, and she'll meet Ween, a place most men never reach, because when a mature woman feels seen, something powerful happens. She lets go and lets you in. If even one of these moments spoke to you, let me know in the comments what stood out the most. And if you're still here, still watching, still listening, drop AM1 below, because you are not just passing time, you're one of the few men looking for something deeper, something real, something unforgettable.